We're back.
Yeah. Championship. Michigan. Yeah. Oh, we didn't have livers. Oh, we didn't have Io and stomped you by like 28.
Yeah, we didn't have the rightful National Player of the Year.
Yeah. Oh, but Luka Garza. You want to know what I love? They never mentioned Io almost having a triple-double. But
Last
he did.
night.
18 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds.
Because they were too busy, like,
Look at
Luka Garza.
Look at Luka. And the Verdunkadunk shut his ass down.
Hey.
Verdunkadunk came in and gave us big minutes.
Anytime, you know it's a good sign when it's a semifinal game and Bozeman's Verdonk is playing.
Is playing the most minutes he's got all season in the semifinal game to shut down the Big Ten Player of the Year, which, yeah, let's slap them quotes on it.
I don't get how you're Big Ten Player of the Year, but you only play on one side of the ball.
Yet another question I had. If you play no defense, how are you
at all?
Player?
Which, I'll say this, Iowa played better defense that time than they did the last time we played.
Yeah.
They were more healthy this time, right?
Yeah, because was it Bohannon was playing this time? Or
number 5.
Yeah. Who Adam Miller shut down.
But mind you, Wieskamp was off. When he was going off, I was like, these shots won't fall all game.
No, but it was still enough to make my butthole pucker up the beginning of that game.
I always pre-pucker my butthole before Illinois games so that it doesn't happen.
Yeah. But then luckily the rest of the game it stayed nice and loose. So I had farts coming out like
felt loosey-goosey down there.
Yeah. Just I've been shitting pancakes ever since.
We didn't get to do a podcast when we beat Michigan. We just had to text each other and
yeah. No, honestly, I would rather have played Michigan today.
Mm-hmm.
Is that weird to say?
I would have rather played Michigan. I think they're on their downturn right now because they're front runners. Juwan Howard's a front runner. When things are good, easy to coach. How do you not know that your best player probably on the floor doesn't have 4 fouls with 5 minutes to go?
Also, how do you not scheme up a single play for your last shot?
Yeah.
Or get your best player the ball.
Or get thrown out like an idiot because you felt threatened by a guy walking by you.
Who's 5'9".
And you play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that
doesn't over this. NBA players ain't tough.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson.
He's fake tough. Juwan Howard's fake tough.
Yeah.
His little thing like, I was raised by Chicago. No, shut up.
You were raised by the Washington Bullets, you idiot.
Yeah. I think it's like Fran McCaffrey is the most hateable head coach in the Big Ten.
Yes.
Very close seconds, Juwan Howard.
Which question? So let me ask you this. DeMonte gets called for that flagrant. Isn't even close to the neck area.
Yeah, he hit it. It was the Kofi thing. He got him in the chest and it rose up.
Luka makes a post move, hits Kofi right here, throws it as he's going up for a layup, and then whines because he's like, oh, he's holding my arm.
I swear to God, Luka could get called for hooking on like 50% of his post moves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just don't do it.
No, they don't because it's so common. Well, he was the preseason player of the year. What I find is hilarious is the media gets to vote on the preseason and postseason, so they're never wrong.
Yeah.
We need new media. When do we get to join the media?
Yes, Steve. When do we start to get
credentials?
When I quit my job and do this full time. When I focus it on full time, we'll go.
Okay.
We need
Where's-
credentials, Steve.
Where's
So
Craig?
I signed your resignation letter to your current job.
Where's
Press
Craig?
passes.
Where's Craig at? Let's get Craig from WCIA. Let's.
We need press passes.
I think I could from the sports network I'm on. If you submit that you're with that, because other people have done it. Like there's a couple people on the sports network that's gone to NBA games before COVID, like right before.
Buddy, you want to see if we can get football tickets?
To the Colts, because we're fans, we could just sit outside Lucas Oil Stadium and do a live podcast.
No, it's talking about Illinois football tickets.
Or Illinois too. You can
You
do
want to
both.
spin the game in the press box?
Illinois on Sunday, Colts, or Illinois on Saturday, Colts on Sunday.
No,
Yeah.
we talk about annoying fans. Sports reporters are the worst. Because, like, if you're a sports reporter in the press box, you're not allowed to cheer or even, like, show that you're happy if you're winning. Like, we're objective.
So we'll get fired the first day.
Yeah,
But you want to know what? We can video it all.
it's true.
We'll put a GoPro on.
That'll be our audition for Barstool. Then we'll just go to Barstool.
We'll sneak in to an Illinois game and then get kicked out because I'm screaming F you in the press box.
But we'll leave our plans
Fran
for
McCaffrey.
Yes.
But we'll leave our plans for
Good
Whitman. We'll leave our plans for Whitman for Illinois game day. Like, but here's what you could do.
As I'm on my
Take
18th hand.
the paper. Take the paper.
Why do they have a bunch of white folding tables? You'll see. Hold on.
Oh no. We go to like the Western Illinois game at the beginning of the year. And we sit in the press thing so we can ask our one question. We'll be like, ooh, 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 ooh. Coach Belima, let me throw this by you. We have a way to invigorate Grange Grove. And then we just start laying it out there.
Now stay with me now.
Now, I'll
They
tell you
would drag you out of there so fast.
somebody's got to get this gentleman a job.
But you know he'd walk by later on. He goes, I like where your head's at.
100%.
Because he was in flip-flops for Illinois when they left. I was like, yes, there it is.
I was about to say the most Illinois thing, Brett Bielema meet together. The send-off with him standing in flip-flops.
In a sweatsuit. He's like in a sweatsuit with his flip-flops.
Brett Bielema's totally a tracksuit guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looks like he just goes to bed in a tracksuit, wakes up in a tracksuit.
And I'm just totally happy that basketball has went to like this casual Friday look to coach in. I love it. Because they wear different colored shoes. Like, do you ever pay attention to the shoes they're wearing? Like, I always look at that. Like, it's fun. I think it adds fun to the game.
Did you see Rick Pitino still coaching in a full suit, though? I was like, you nerd.
Idiot.
The entire profession is saying, like, hey, we're taking a year off from that. And he's still suited up. Probably paying prostitutes.
That's his Louisville Cardinal tattoo on his right bicep.
Yeah.
He and Hugh Freeze get together once a while.
Did you ever see the transcripts from his, like, prostitution thing when he had to testify in court? He had to say out loud that the whole thing lasted approximately 30 seconds. Look it up, Nathan. Steve.
That's all I need to do here.
That's a later thing, Brad, because that takes us down a road we can't afford to go on right now because we're about to hop on 74. Go watch a little basketball.
Steve, so now that we're saying that, Nathan and I are going to the game. We texted you.
You did, but I was in Country Town Folk with adult beverages.
Oh,
we're gonna blame it on adult beverage.
wait, so you were liquored up, still saying you didn't want to go?
No, it's just a big enough trip where I have to plan it out.
So what if I would have met you in freaking Rankin? You'd have been good.
If I met you in Paxton, you would have gone. Kankakee.
It's too late now.
It is too late now, but I don't get. How are you liquored up and not making dumb decisions?
Yeah.
What's the
This
point
is
of
a
your liquor?
responsible thinker here.
I wasn't that. I was the one driving, so I was more reasonable.
Oh, Christina's loaded up.
No,
So she
had
would have given you permission to go with us.
No, maybe it's up to me. I'm my own man.
Steve, how can you understand? So the first thing out of my wife's mouth when I said I'd like to go to this game, she said, you and Brad and Steve should do the podcast from the stadium. That was her first thought. Because I swear to you, she hates Luka Garza and Fran McCaffrey more than we do.
Is that even possible?
No, it's possible. She was like, if there's one thing she knows, it is how much of a bitch Luka Garza is when it comes to complaining about calls. And I think he's probably a great kid off the court. Like, don't get me wrong there. But when it comes to playing, he is the biggest crybaby in the Big Ten besides Juwan Howard. He is the only player that can fake his jawline getting hit and then tell the referee to go look at the camera. They'll stop play and go look at it.
I am also breaking down a bunch of film today.
Well, you got like 15 assistant coaches. If everybody – you just take the offense or defense side of it, Steve.
But
O-D-O-D-K. We kicked it. Yay.
What's going on is off-air discussion of why I'm doing this.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't do off-air today, but –
or the next podcast after dark.
Dude,
one or the
Steve, it freaking – dude, this is kicking our ass on our podcast schedule, this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
We're both busy. When do you play this week, Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
I play Saturday.
Well, then in 2 weeks, we'll play on a Thursday.
So you're playing an NFL schedule.
It's because of the reffing. It's all the ref stuff. So that's – and our game is not going to be at 7. It's going to be at 6, I think. They're trying to move it up to help even more.
So it's like when refs are available?
Yeah, because it's bad. It's bad. So they asked us in Downer South, could you guys do Thursday to help with the reffing schedule? So –
that kind of adds a little bit of a different dynamic to it, though, you know? Like,
yeah.
It keeps you on your toes. Not that it's good for the safety of the players, especially if you play on a Saturday and then you have a Thursday game or something like that. They're high school kids, but
yeah, we're lucky we're going to play on a Friday. But then that Saturday, we're going to have to stay longer, not to run them, but to be like we have to walk through some things more. We're going to be up watching film. And then Monday we may have to go on Sunday. I kept saying, I was like, we just may have to go Sunday. I have no idea. Give them Saturday off.
You know what I'm laughing about though, Steve? Because you guys got spring break up there too, right?
Yep. End of March.
It's every track season. Like you're trying to so I only have like 1 or 2 practices over spring break, and I don't schedule meets because I think it's important for kids to go down south and absorb some natural vitamin D. Coming out of the terrible winters up here, but now football has to deal with that spring break attendance, and I think that's going to be the shoes on the other foot.
I know some are going about. I'm like, oh, you don't know. You have no idea.
Everybody's freaking out about it, and the track coaches are sitting back like, yeah, normal whole year.
Oh, it's raining and snowing at the same time? Yep. Get your boots on.
Yeah.
You guys saw the tweet Illinois Basketball put out, right? Of Underwood grilling them after they beat Northwestern.
Yes.
That was the coolest video.
Yes. Actually, that photo yesterday of Antigua, and that other coach in front of him. Oh, And that honestly is our mentality. And to have that mentality in basketball, that's what it takes to be a championship team. That just nasty, we have to hold them back.
Mm-hmm.
We have our Michigan fan on.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm sorry.
We're going to go watch a championship game. Me and Brad are. Steve is a Fairweather, Illinois fan. Well, he didn't even make a good drunken decision, let alone a bad one.
Because Nathan,
Don't you try and logicalize this, Steve? If that's
what
even
film
a
I have to, what film I have to look at because who we play Friday? Lombard West.
No, that's a good team.
Yeah. I have nightmares.
Oh, you can't say that on the line. Yeah. You need to be that coach in front like Antigua. Like, get back, guys. I'm going to get back, coach.
Oh, they have an odd man defense, and I just salivate at it. But you just have to do it the right way. I'm salivating at it. But you just have to get everybody on the same page.
What are they, 3-3?
Yeah,
3-2-5?
They jump from a 3-3 to 3-4.
Thank God we're practicing today. Get out of town.
Well, he's
probably talking about your team.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was ready to get fired up.
We can't roast him that bad. No. I mean, it's a Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. So we have to be a little.
If we're being honest, it's rough to lose livers on that team.
Yeah, it is. Because he's like.
Yeah.
Well, he is a more offensively gifted. Like, he can play basically the 1 through the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a good player.
Now here's the question. Do we hate Iowa more or Michigan?
Iowa.
That's the way I feel.
Besides Howard. Our Big Ten win percentage is officially higher now.
Didn't ESPN say Illinois was the Big Ten champ? They put them at number 1 in the Big Ten.
Something like that. Definitely. I mean, yeah, it was 0.5. Yeah, we all hate Iowa. I think that is our common bond.
Iowa.
We just all hate Iowa. Because let's be honest, we love that big guy from Michigan. Like
Dickinson.
Yeah, Dickinson. He's
Who's
fun to
secretly watch. 35 years old. Like him and Juwan Howard played in the NBA together.
No, they played overseas for one summer together.
Yeah.
Chicago tough.
Okay, did you watch the video of that?
Got a haircut.
Turgeon was walking away.
Yeah. I really hope he...
Wait, Prince got a haircut? That's the little guy, right? The short dude that plays the ball?
I think so.
Oh, he had the best hair on the team.
Well, now we may have to hate them more than Iowa. What the hell?
Yeah, because he's the one with the afro mohawk.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's like Io cutting his hair.
Did that literally just happen this morning? What the heck? That can't happen.
He is now on Luka Garza level. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about Eli Brooks, the Jerry curl dude.
Oh, yeah. He got a freaking haircut?
Which, okay, that was a pretty hateable haircut. He did. He looked like Chappelle's show Prince.
Oh, Prince.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And doesn't even dunk, so he can't even go game blouses. You know how he said that little point guard for them, he always finds a way to get open. Like, it's just like, oh, we're just going to leave this guy open. Happened multiple times because I watched from basically when the 4 top teams started playing. And it was just like, oh, he's wide open. Who the hell leaves that guy open? Well, he's so fast. I don't think there's a lot of guard play in the Big Ten that can keep up with that dude.
That's true.
You know?
And he is shorter in stature.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm really excited for today because, well, we ain't been here in a long ass time. And Brad, I need your help because I'm getting ready to go take a shower and stuff. But do I break out a retro shirt?
Oh, that's really retro.
I can go back even further.
I have
the orange long sleeve T-shirt that has the jerseys from that champion or the team that played in the championship in 05-06.
That'd be a good one. I didn't bring home any Illini stuff because I didn't think I was going to go because unlike Steve, I make good decisions
Yes.
quickly and was like, I'm not going to be able to watch this team live ever.
Yeah. Like me
However,
and my wife watched them a lot last year. Probably
will
caught
say-
6.
Like as an Illinois fan, I cannot break the fact that like something's going to go wrong today.
But I want to be there.
I don't know because I feel like I'm such bad luck that it's just like I've been going to Cardinals games my whole life, like probably
Have you ever
average,
seen them win?
average out for like 2 games a year. I've seen one win.
Brad, your ticket has officially been given away.
You are no longer allowed to go.
See, but you got to think, like, my luck's way better than that, though, because I got to see the Tyler Griffey back cut to beat number 1 Indiana. I was in the State Farm Center at that point. When Illinois played Iowa, the one time they went to overtime with D. Brown and Darren Williams' team, which, by the way, D. Williams, these CBS people need to pull their head out of their ass.
Who's the old dude?
He just needs to go.
CBS broadcast.
Rushed away.
Blouses. Yeah. Hey, and good luck this week, Coach. If we don't get to, we won't have another one here before then. But yeah,
We're live
Good
on.
luck, man.
I put us live on Twitch. That just gives us another viewer somewhere.
Twitch.
Twitch has a bot that watches people just to make sure that you don't say anything nasty.
Yeah, saying any nasty words. Former Illini.
Yeah,
I'm just adding more locations.
Yeah.
Then I love Corey Bradford.
you know, it would have been one thing if it was like, "Hey, we're thinking about going, but we really don't know." Thank you. And it's like, "Hey, we don't know if we're going to go." This was a concrete plan.
We're back on roasting Steve now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was a set plan with people are going to follow through.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have my tickets till this morning, but I know how StubHub works. I've sat 4th row behind the Cardinals dugout for Sunday Night Baseball for $65 a ticket.
How far of a drive is it from Fithian to Callan to Indianapolis?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, it takes me 3 hours and some.
Perfect.
So I'd be driving right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And so I'm not hearing a negative here.
I'm hearing a negative.
Steve, you and Christina could have come to Fithian and stayed at my parents' house.
But by the time you texted us, we're 35 minutes away from Naperville. Didn't get home till midnight.
Yeah, but see, Steve, nothing's real.
See,
That is true. Nothing is real.
My right ear isn't working that well, but am I just hearing all these excuses, or is this like?
No, let me clarify. You're hearing a lot of bitching, is what you're hearing. Let me clarify.
Steve, if you just moved down to East Central Illinois, where we have basically nobody to do your wife's job, we have to do it all remotely, to where she could just name her price, and you would never have to work again. You'd be a stay-at-home dad who coached.
That's the dream: is to coach 3 sports and never do anything else.
You could have it if you move down here because there's nobody around here that does their job.
But there's not enough population, probably either.
Oh,
You name your price, $700-800 an hour. You have to pay it.
and there are people down here that would pay it, Steve.
Yeah.
She could work for herself.
Yeah. Be her own boss.
I'm glad this is the last episode of the podcast when I shut it down.
See, we're just starting to grow. Bryce told me the other day, so we were at, what were we doing? Oh, we were at football practice. He goes, I just want you to know that one that you went for 4 hours. He was like, I watched every second of it.
Good God.
He was like, that was the funniest thing I had watched in a long time. And I thought, Yeah, pretty legit. Like, we're
Yeah.
entertaining to 16, 17-year-old kids and clearly entertaining to older coaches. So we're starting to fill the demographics here, boys.
Yeah, what is it? 18 to 35 is what you shoot for.
Yeah, and we went for the dong mask always keeps people going.
Exactly.
Oh, I
Don't
can't wait to see that in
underestimate the power
football.
of the dong. You know what I was thinking was, and I'm not gonna wear it because my wife has a nice Illini mask because she works at PTI over there. So I'm going to wear that, but I thought I should wear the dong mask.
You should have painted an eye at the tip.
If Dong Mask is reffing this game,
He's here right now. Yes.
Because on TV, could you imagine you flinging that around on TV and I just see this little eye flinging around?
Like Io just hits like, his ice in the veins shot that he always hits. And I'm just sitting there just 100 RP, 1,000 RPMs just flinging. Yeah.
that's what that Dong Mask was made for. It's all hype.
Yeah. Like those thunder noodles where you beat them together?
It's just dong masks.
Thunder sticks? Yeah, just straight dong mask. Like he's flagging down his guest.
Are we gonna have a surprise guest?
Yes. Oh, Steve, my mom says you're no longer welcome in this house.
I didn't say that.
That's not the first time I've been told that.
What kind of an Illinois fan are you, Steve?
She said you're a fair weather fan, and she doesn't ever want to see your face again.
I've been told that before too. This
You're
isn't
making
new.
it up, Stephen.
But yeah, dudes. So I got like 4 more minutes because I'm gonna have to take like what my grandmother used to refer to as the horse bath now, where you just hop in the water and hop back out.
Yeah, there's no actual washing.
No, it's just a nice spritzing.
It's like when you're a kid and your parents tell you have to take a bath, so you go and hose off outside.
And drink the water while you're at it because there's nothing better than hose water.
Minus that first like minute's worth of water where it's hot.
Oh yeah, when it's warm.
That and getting all the spider webs and stuff out of it if it's been sitting on the ground for a while.
Instead of like watching that spider come at your face.
Yeah. With water behind it. They made a poem about that actually.
You're reading poetry over there?
The Itsy Bitsy Spider, you don't remember that?
Oh yeah, I guess that's what's happening in that poem, isn't it?
Mind blown.
I never paid attention.
Wash the spider out.
As you can tell, I wasn't exactly a great student.
You failed the Itsy Bitsy Spider course. But yeah, dude. Yeah. Boys, if you would have told me in November that me and Brad would be attending the Illinois basketball team playing, hold on, wait a minute. That we would be playing, let me finish this thought. We'd be playing and attending, Steve, and attending the championship game. I would have called you a liar.
Oh, do we want to call out all the fans when we lost to Ohio State that just said fire Bright Underwood and we're done? And
yeah, they're dumb. And then 2, when everybody got on Curbello's back, and I said, he's going to be a good player. I said that. I said he's figured it out. But he'll be just fine. Now, guess what? He's the dude who is creating the moment. Like, he is a momentum creator. Those steals he had on Bohannon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Just
done dirty. Done dirty.
And then freaking dunked at home. No layup. I'm going to send a message.
And he's smiling the whole time. Once he broke away, he's just smiling. I'm like, he's having fun now.
I think that one time he said, let's effing go, which I like. But who pissed off Luka Garza in the beginning of that game yesterday? Because he called somebody in the crowd a bitch.
Yeah.
He turned around and looked at the camera, and you could read his lips. He said, shut up, bitch. That will be me in the 200 level today.
Did you see?
Shut up, dong mask.
He's not good enough in the championship game.
Shut
Did
up,
you see-
dong mask.
Curbello's post-game interview.
Uh-uh.
They were asking him about diving on the floor, and he's like, "Yeah, Underwood's all over our ass all the time about that, so it's just like practice."
Can we address this real quick? How stupid is the Michigan State Spartans presented by Rocket Mortgage going to sound?
What?
That's their new
Wait a
name.
minute. You all haven't.
I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've seen it. That's their
Yeah.
new name, Brad.
That's their new name, Brad.
And it's not a joke.
It's not a
It's their
joke.
name.
They signed like a sponsorship deal with Rocket
Yes.
Mortgage.
And that has to be
Yes.
their name when they get announced.
Here come the Michigan State Spartans presented to you by Rocket Mortgage.
So now we're not even trying to fake amateur status.
No.
Are they going to have like, you know how NBA jerseys have the little
Oh,
symbol?
I'm sure.
They are going to have the rocket from the To the Moon stuff. And it's going to have Sparty sitting on top of it. And what Michigan State has done as a university, they've taken that Rocket Mortgage money and they've officially bought AMC stock. And they are riding it to the moon.
So they're officially just diamond hands presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Let's be honest, nothing in Michigan is diamond hands. They're
No.
getting out when they make 50 cents.
That's stupid.
It's
That's
very,
real. If
very
that's real.
no, it's very real. Jay Billis
Yeah.
made a comment about it yesterday. He tweeted about it.
That's trash.
I thought it was a joke.
And it'd
at
be
first.
one thing like that's something that what's a stupid Northwestern. That's something Northwestern does.
Maybe
Or no,
they,
Northwestern has money.
they have money and they're smart.
That's something that the University of Michigan does.
Yes.
Or maybe Rutgers.
Here come
because
the
they need it.
University of Michigan Wolverines, sponsored by Kotex.
No, that's like something. If you're a MAC school,
Like Northern Illinois.
The Ohio
Yeah.
Bobcats. Here come the Ohio Bobcats, brought to you by Kleenex.
yes,
The Michigan Wolverines brought to you by Charmin. Soft as shit.
extra soft. No, that would be Wisconsin.
Yes, dude, Wisconsin, what's the point of them even have bigs? Why don't they just go to a nice guard lineup?
They have the softest bigs in the world.
And then they play Iowa like 7 times this year. So it makes Luka Garza look, they're like, oh, and you know, I saw this too. I'm all over the place because I'm like getting fired up because yeah. But what I don't even know where the hell my thought was going with that. But anyways, are we saying Wisconsin's good based off of previous performances? Because they've only lost like 8 out of their last 10 games.
They also ran into a buzzsaw at the end of the year.
And they're not that good.
They're not that good, but in the Big Ten. But you can't tell me they wouldn't be second in the ACC.
Well,
Hey,
but
that's what's crazy.
the
Well,
ACC sucks.
We have like 8 Big Ten teams in the Sweet 16.
I mean,
The rest of college basketball has to quit.
well, I mean,
People don't realize how close it was to have 3 Big Ten teams in that year that Illinois made it to the championship game.
Because Wisconsin was in the Elite Eight? Was that
Yes.
them?
Yeah, and Wisconsin had to play North Carolina. North Carolina had to play Michigan State in that Final Four
Oh.
game. So it could have been Wisconsin, Michigan State, and Illinois in the Final Four. I mean, nobody wants to talk about that, but just let's talk.
Yeah. And
And
that could very well happen this year. You can't tell me Iowa couldn't make a Final Four. Ohio State.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, like I said, enjoy your Sweet 16 exit, Michigan. But Michigan is they're going to be tough because not a lot of teams have that true big guy.
yeah, they're going to be tough. Oh, we're getting muted. And then Oklahoma State looks good. Did you see them throttle Baylor? That's a team I don't want to see either one of them.
I hope we get the 2 seeds, then we don't see some of these. Like, we need to win today, get the number 2 overall seed. That way we're split with Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way, because Gonzaga, I was like, oh, they don't play good. You realize they rolled through their conference schedule. They beat every team by like 30, which is what they're supposed to do.
Including BYU, who's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the only good school on there.
I'm not too worried about Gonzaga if Illinois had to play them. It's just Gonzaga's very fundamentally sound. And that's why
they
they're so
shoot
good.
threes.
But what I like is I think Illinois is truly playing their best basketball right now.
At the perfect time.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, everybody has had a moment for them. Like every person has had a moment on that team. Grandison started off that game against Rutgers on that back cut dunk. Had an alley-oop yesterday. Like, we go a legit 9 deep. Not a lot of teams can do that.
By the way, what happened to Coleman Hawkins? We talked about this the other day. Is he just dead? Like,
No,
he was there.
He's got his mustache.
I know. So if you have a mustache like that, why aren't you playing?
It just needs to be trimmed, maybe. Maybe it's just too much. It's got to be trimmed a little bit.
Maybe he didn't play because, like, Garza would eat his lunch, but, like...
Yeah, but not that other freshman.
True.
Yeah, he can went right at him.
He was like 6'8".
I think he had to have messed something up.
He's broken a team rule that we ain't talking about right now.
Yeah.
And Underwood's like, well, you were getting more and more minutes, and now you've screwed up.
Because he was playing minutes, like real minutes.
He was getting 8 to 10, which is huge on this team for a freshman.
Because think about the bigs. Like, Georgie's got his problems, but, like, to be playing minutes over him is impressive.
Yeah. And he was lively. Good perimeter defender. Long.
Brought some attitude, played good defense. Not in the post, but he could.
And dunk.
You know what? He was the perfect guy to go and guard Adele. He had a little more foot speed. He could get out on the perimeter.
How did you like Iowa putting in Baby Shack there for a hot minute against Kofi?
Yeah.
All right, give up this foul, and then we're going to go back down on offense.
Yeah, they tried a hack-a-shack thing with Illinois.
For a split second.
Yeah, he made him, though.
Yeah. No, it was – I really wish we would have played Michigan.
Yes.
I liked our chances against Michigan better. Because this Ohio State team, I love their coach.
And E.J. Liddell gives us fits. Because he's not a great matchup for Kofi.
It's not.
But is that kid going to play for them that just scored like 28 points? Because he didn't play the last game.
He has a concussion. He's not going to play today.
Oh, thank God.
The white dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing. Did you watch that game?
No.
He got hit. He got hit hard right in the temple.
You don't like to see that shit, though.
No. Yeah. Well, it's the same stuff as the IO. Like, we're going to call flagrant ones on sticking your arm out and getting a guy in the chest. But then stuff like that happens. It's like, it's pace of the game.
What about you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Can't be grabbing penises.
Did you see Georgie said something to him and that guy started laughing?
Yeah.
He's probably like, hey, bro, don't be grabbing all dicks.
He was like an inch away from checking his prostate.
Dude, and it was a straight. And what was great was, so it showed the referee at the table, and this is truly the last thing because I got a shower. But the referee, like, standing at the table, and he was, like, trying – sorry, my camera's all over. And he was like – and you're like, oh, he's talking about the actual grab is what he's talking about. Like, this is okay, but you never go at a man's crotch with a closed hand.
Yeah. Open hand doesn't count.
Open palm touch, okay. But once you initiate the finger flexion, no bueno.
Exactly. And for that to be a flagrant 2.
But then the head isn't.
You know, that's the first flagrant 2 in the Big Ten since Alan Griffin last year.
No. Who
Yeah.
else got ejected in an Illinois game? Somebody else just got ejected. I swear to you, it happened. Because I remember I was like, oh, so we're going to eject somebody for that, but not for Io's thing.
Yeah. I just think it's funny you get a flagrant 2 for grabbing on somebody's dick.
It's a
Well,
bold
because
play.
he was trying the grip and the oil check at the same time.
It's true.
Just
He
didn't
had
quite
to
get
go
there.
the other hand.
No. He had the thumb engaged. There was no extra.
Oh, there was no extra.
There was no hook around there.
It was
No.
full palm squeeze.
Yeah.
Is what we're getting.
Because I
at.
think even just the 4 fingers. Whoa, look, my thumb even moves at that. But the 4 fingers is a flagrant 1. When you get the thumb involved, that then becomes a flagrant 2.
Good point. Good point.
Georgia would just throw a tree at him.
You're not breaking down dong grabs.
Get the dong mask we can fully see what we're talking about.
Okay, we come at it like this. That is not good. But if you just kind of pop
Just a
it,
love tap.
Yeah.
Cup check.
It matters whether or not you're touching penis or sack. And I think the fact that it's penis, it changes.
changes the whole dynamic of the grab. Once you get both parts involved, you can have one or the other, but you can't have both.
Both.
Is that how it's titled in the rule book? The
Yeah.
penis ball grab rule.
Actually, there will be a rule for that next year.
Listen, you can kind of function with one or the other, kind of.
The
But
best,
and then Bardo saying he hit him in the future.
yeah, no, the best part was when they replay it with the audio, and you just hear Carmelo go, "Hey, hey!"
Oh my God.
All right, dudes. Brad, I will see you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm waiting. As soon as she gets here, we're gonna go.
Okay. All right.
So-
Over the river and through the woods.
Hey, send me your address again because I don't.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. You middle of nowhere. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
find
it is true. And you miss the driveway real easy. But at least you know
Yeah.
where the driveway is now.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
So-
important. All right. Deuces, Steve. Good luck this week. I'm sure we'll be texting in our group chat as we take pictures at the game.
And I'll be looking for the dong flinging around.
I'm not wearing it. My wife put the X-nay kibosh on that.
Give it to Brad. He'll fling it around. Full
That's
squeeze.
true.
All full
I'm
squeeze.
not worthy. I'm not worthy of the dong mask wearing.
There's only one man, and that was the man who noticed it.
Exactly.
And actually, my wife knows that guy as the dong mask referee.
I don't know his real name.
That
Does
is
he
his
even
name.
have a real name?
That is his name. It's
You give up your right to have a name and a social security number when you put that mask on.
I actually give that to a new person. All right, see you.
So, yeah. Well, Steve,